Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss any of this good information. Today I'm coming to you with a video about the effects of marijuana during pregnancy. And before I dive in, I just want to say I'm not coming to you from a place of judgment. I'm coming to you from a place of understanding because I was once an avid smoker. I mean, I could hang with the best of the best, smoke with the best of the best. I'm talking about morning, noon, and night. It was me. And it wasn't until I really dug into some information on how it was affecting me mentally, spiritually, physically, and emotionally that I was able to kick the habit. Same thing with, my overall diet as far as deciding to cut out and become a plant-based eater. I had to dig into the information and really know what it was doing to me before I could cut it out. So now that we got that out the way, I'm going to dive right into this video. And first, I want to just discuss how it affects our body as a whole before I discuss how it affects you while you're pregnant. Now, we all know marijuana is a healing herb that came straight from God. Ah! And it is best if used as a tea. There's also some people that'll tell you it's good to eat it raw by chewing it up and swallowing it, but it's important to note that our bodies do have a hard time digesting that. Now, it is a healing herb until you burn it up and smoke it. This is because once you add that flame to it and burn it, all the toxins become concentrated, and now you have a processed toxic chemical. Now, I'm going deep into this because I really need you all to understand what this does to our bodies. Now, the synthetic chemical droplets that are within the smoke once you burn it are called depressants. Now, to depress something means to reduce the level or strength in an activity. Make note of that. With that being said, marijuana reduces your level or strength of all your body functions, your nerve activity, your heart functions, your muscle contractions, your overall frequency, the depth of your breathing, your gland secretions. Oh, but wait, it does increase something. It increases your aging process. Now, the chemicals from smoking the marijuana directly weaken your lungs, your liver, your brain, your eyes, if I didn't say that already, and your sexual organs, okay, men and women. I'm gonna dive on into that. Men who are regular smokers, they end up suffering from erectile dysfunction. They have a low quality sperm count. They have low quality sperm overall. And I always say weak sperm makes weak babies. And for women, you might not be getting as wet as you normally would get. It dries you right on out, and that's how you're mainly affected. It's drying out all of your uterus is dried out, your vagina is dried out, the cervix is dried out, you're just dry. Now, all jokes aside, it literally damages your nerve receptor site. So you're thinking like you'll have some people that'll say, I smoke because I'm in pain. And then it makes me feel better. It takes away the pain. But what's really happening is your central nervous system is completely impaired. It's damaged. So your brain and body is not communicating to let you know, hey, I'm feeling pain in this area. And once you sober up, you're going to be feeling all that pain all over again because it never went anywhere. It just was delayed, impaired. No communication was happening between your brain and your body because your central nervous system was jacked up. And it's the fact that the chemicals that are in marijuana smoke have more cancer-causing chemicals than what's in tobacco. Okay, and then some of y'all rolling the weed up in the tobacco, so it's a whole double whammy. So you should have known it was something when they made it legal. So it's reducing the oxygen to your cells, it's reducing the oxygen to your tissue, it's reducing the oxygen to your organs like your liver. Now, your liver is responsible for your digestive system. It breaks down waste from your body, carries it on out. It also regulates your blood sugar levels. So when you have a liver that is lacking oxygen, what it does is it weakens your digestive fluid. It reduces your ability to absorb nutrients. It weakens your thyroid, it weakens your pancreas, it affects your hormonal balance, and it decreases the amount of nutrients that go to your brain. So to sum it up, it weakens everything and it completely dries you out. It dehydrates you terribly. It dehydrates your organs terribly. And the new marijuana is not like what we were smoking 10, 20, some people 30 years ago. This new marijuana has 200% more THC than the other marijuana. So the herb itself is not addictive, but the chemicals are addictive, okay? So that's why when you stop, you start having all these withdrawal symptoms, or you start acting all crazy when you haven't smoked, and people start saying, oh my gosh, she needs to smoke, he just needs to smoke, he just needs to smoke. No, you don't need to smoke. Go through those withdrawal systems and get this stuff out of your body. There's no reason why you should be suffering from insomnia, all these mood swings. Nobody want to be around you. You can't eat. You can't sleep. You can't think. You're angry. You want to smoke before you do everything. And this stuff is not normal. You are actually addicted to the chemicals that came once you lit it and you smoked it. So this new marijuana is causing your body to malfunction. It is affecting your behavior, your mood, your energy. It's disconnecting you from the spiritual realm. That's why a lot of us don't even dream, or a lot of you, because I started dreaming again once I stopped for a while. So I do dream again. So that was, and at first that's gonna be a little crazy once you start dreaming again. Some of the stuff you're gonna be some of the stuff you're gonna be seeing, but stick it out. You need to be dream world. That's a direct connection with the spiritual realm. So now let's apply this to a pregnant woman, okay? You have 9 months to create a whole human. I'm talking about a brain, lungs, kidneys, skin, the tissues, all the organs, all of that stuff. And you have to do it with a reduced level or strength to complete this activity. All of this is having a direct effect on your baby, especially you becoming dehydrated, because in one of my other videos, because we are on a pregnancy series, I talked about when you're dehydrated, it dehydrates your umbilical cord. And that's how you're at risk for that umbilical cord to be wrapped around your baby's neck when they're born, which could kill them. And every woman says they're so scared of that happening, but if you're scared, you wouldn't be dehydrating yourself. It's going to affect your level of morning sickness, because your body is going to, or like I say, morning, noon, and night sickness, because it's not just in the morning. So your body is going to be continuing to try to get these toxins out of your body, out of your bloodstream, all of this out, and you're continuing to smoke. Now, I do know that some women may say, like, well, I smoke because of morning sickness, because I want to stop being sick, or I smoke so that I can eat so that I'm not sick, or I smoke so that I can sleep, or whatever the case may be. But you may smoke, and then for a little while, since your central nervous system is impaired, you're able to eat. But right after that passes, when you start to sober up, you're going to be sick as a dog, because your body is, again, trying to create an environment that's not toxic for the baby to grow in. So you're steady hurting yourself while you're calling yourself helping yourself. Not to mention, you going into the hospital and you're on eggshells, scared that they are going to drug test your baby and wondering if it's going to show up that you've been smoking while you're pregnant. Now, even though it's legal now, there's so much further that this can go. Like, I've seen people where marijuana is legal, but they use it to judge your character. So now, you know, everything's good with your baby daddy right now, or everything's good with your baby mama right now. But as soon as you're in custody court, the first thing they bring up is that you smoke all day. And that, oh, and she was smoking while she was pregnant, or, and he be smoking around a baby and all of that. And now that's tying into everything. Like, it goes so much deeper. And you don't need this stuff messing up your life. You're on eggshells, wondering if they're going to try to take your baby from you. If it comes up in your baby's system that your baby got marijuana in your system, like, all of this stuff is not worth it. And I understand sometimes you may feel like it's stimulating your appetite, but it's the bitterness that's doing it. So if you're having a hard time eating, you may want to consume something that's bitter, and that'll stimulate your appetite. Or if you're having a hard time sleeping, there's other herbs that you could drink a cup of tea and you'll be knocked out. Like I said, this stuff, there's other ways to do it, so you don't have to jeopardize your ability to keep your child, or have custody of your child, or to be able to raise your child, or not worry about when I go into the hospital, or they finna try to take my baby, or anything crazy like that, because you found other ways to take care of the issues or the symptoms that you're dealing with. And you may not just, like, it may not be obvious what some of the side effects are going to be when you have your baby. Some people have to deal with, like, babies that are, like, crying a lot. And that happens a lot of time with babies that are going through withdrawals. And so their baby is crying because the baby don't have the level of chemicals that it's used to having within its body. So it's moody now, and it's angry now, and it doesn't understand because it's going through a process of trying to adjust. And sometimes the long-term effects look like autism and ADD and ADHD. And I'm not here to, like I said when I started this video, I'm not here to judge anyone, but All of this stuff is happening more and more often, and it really came behind them legalizing this weed and stuff, because now people are more openly doing it, and they're saying, well, it's legal, well, I do it for this and I do it for that, but you don't realize how it's really affecting your child. Most of the issues will be behavior issues. Most of the issues come from their nervous system. All of those that I named, the ADD, ADHD, autism, those are effects of the nervous system, which is the system that marijuana directly affects. And I just believe it goes hand in hand. But is it worth the risk? You need to look at marijuana the same way that you do the person that's drinking while they're pregnant. You know, you had the people that say, oh, I can have 1 glass of red wine a day and blah, 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 blah. But it's some people that's literally drinking a bottle of whiskey, and you would be looking at them crazy, but you're subjecting your baby to some of the same issues. Just cut it off. Find another way. If you're dealing with certain things and you don't know how to like replace them, let's talk about it in the comments. This is a safe space. I can tell you how to replace these things. I can say, okay, you can't sleep, go ahead, drink this. You don't have to put yourself on melatonin pills and all this other stuff. It's different things that you can do. And I'm open to give you some of that advice because, like I said, I've gone through this. And that's why I can come from a place of understanding and not a place of judgment. And I know we laughed a lot during this video, or of course just me, but I know y'all was laughing too. But I made light of the situation, but in all actuality, we have to do better as mothers for our baby, and it's not worth it to even think or have those doubts, because a lot of times they'll say nothing proven or no known side effects to your baby, but the fact that you don't know, that's enough to make me say I'm not about to do this to my baby, and it has to be enough for you as well. I'll see you next time.